what a good place to be. Don't believe that, 'cause you speak a different language and it's never really happened to me. Don't believe that, oh no, 'cause it's never really happened to me. No.
Hello there, yes, it's JC and it's happy hour and it's a long weekend, and I did say I wasn't going to mention the football. I'm not going to dwell on it, but I would like to say to a close friend called Jay, go the Swannies. I know he's behind it and his family are, and we share our footballing allegiances with Manchester City, and so I think I'll share his allegiance for tomorrow afternoon anyway. But what I want to celebrate this week, or theme I should possibly say, is I was out on Friday night with a very close friend blowing a few throthies heads off, or having a drink as you would popularly say, and he hit me with something quite profound that, okay, it is school holidays, but for year 12 this is it. They've been taught for the last time. They go home, they have a holiday, they get their books out, and it's exams, then the big wide world. So I thought I'd focus on that this week, and I'm not sure I'll ever be invited to be an honorary doctorate at university or invited back to my old school to give a speech, but there is a song that I've heard, it's a long one, so bear with me, that I think gives great advice to any teenager. It was credited to Baz Luhrmann at one point, but in our jukebox it's Quindon Tarver, and here is Everybody's Free to Wear Sunscreen.
Ladies and gentlemen of the class of 97, wear sunscreen. If I could offer you only one tip for the future, sunscreen would be it. The long-term benefits of sunscreen have been proved by scientists, whereas the rest of my advice has no basis more reliable than my own meandering experience. I will dispense this advice now. Enjoy the power and beauty of your youth. Oh, never mind. You will not understand the power and beauty of your youth until they've faded. But trust me, in 20 years, you'll look back at photos of yourself and recall in a way you can't grasp now how much possibility lay before you and how fabulous you really looked. You are not as fat as you imagine. Don't worry about the future, or worry, but know that worrying is as effective as trying to solve an algebra equation by chewing bubblegum. The real troubles in your life are apt to be things that never crossed your worried mind, the kind that blindsides you at 4 p.m. on some idle Tuesday. Do one thing every day that scares you. Sing. Don't be reckless with other people's hearts. Don't put up with people who are reckless with yours. Floss. Don't waste your time on jealousy. Sometimes you're ahead, sometimes you're behind. The race is long, and in the end, it's only with yourself. Remember compliments you receive. Forget the insults. If you succeed in doing this, tell me how. Keep your old love letters. Throw away your old bank statements. Stretch. Don't feel guilty if you don't know what you want to do with your life. The most interesting people I know didn't know at 22 what they wanted to do with their lives. Some of the most interesting 40-year-olds I know still don't. Get plenty of calcium. Be kind to your knees. You'll miss them when they're gone. Maybe you'll marry, maybe you won't. Maybe you'll have children, maybe you won't. Maybe you'll divorce at 40. Maybe you'll dance the funky chicken on your 75th wedding anniversary. Whatever you do, don't congratulate yourself too much, or berate yourself either. Your choices are half chance. So are everybody else's. Enjoy your body. Use it every way you can. Don't be afraid of it or what other people think of it. It's the greatest instrument you'll ever own. Dance. Even if you have nowhere to do it but in your own living room. Read the directions, even if you don't follow them. Do not read beauty magazines. They will only make you feel ugly.
Brother and sister, together we'll make it through.
Get to know your parents. You never know when they'll be gone for good. Be nice to your siblings. They're your best link to your past and the people most likely to stick with you in the future. Understand that friends come and go, but with a precious few, you should hold on. Work hard to bridge the gaps in geography and lifestyle, because the older you get, the more you need the people you knew when you were young. Live in New York City once, but leave before it makes you hard. Live in Northern California once, but leave before it makes you soft. Travel. Accept certain inalienable truths. Prices will rise, politicians will philander, you too will get old. And when you do, you'll fantasize that when you were young, prices were reasonable, politicians were noble, and children respected their elders. Respect your elders. Don't expect anyone else to support you. Maybe you have a trust fund, maybe you'll have a wealthy spouse, but you never know when either one might run out. Don't mess too much with your hair, or by the time you're 40, it will look 85. Be careful whose advice you buy, but be patient with those who supply it. Advice is a form of nostalgia. Dispensing it is a way of fishing the past from the disposal, wiping it off, painting over the ugly parts, and recycling it for more than it's worth. But trust me on the sunscreen.
Brother and sister, together we'll make it through. Oh, yeah. Someday our spirit will take you and guide you there. I know you've been hurting, but I've been waiting to be there for you. And I'll be there just helping you out whenever I can. Everybody's free. Oh, yeah. Everybody's free. Oh, yeah. Oh, to feel good.
Thank you for indulging me, and not because I played a song for 7 minutes, when in the broadcasting world that indulgence is I've either gone to the bathroom or I've gone to make a cup of tea. But that song's key to me. It sort of came at a good time, and I think the advice in there does serve the generations. It was a number one actually in the UK in 1998. I was living at the time, and it refers to an article in the 1997 Chicago Sydney Tribune, or an essay I should say, by Mary Schmick, and it was called Advice Like Youth, probably just wasted on the young. And maybe it is, maybe it isn't, to sort of use the terminology of the song. But yep, good luck, kids. And as Green Day would say, it's good riddance, and I do hope you had the time of your life at school.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hanging on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos and memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, is worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life.
Green Day there, and Billy Joe Armstrong actually wrote that song, not necessarily about school, but his schoolgirl sweetheart. She was actually moving to Ecuador to live with her family and continue the rest of her schooling there, so he tried to sort of calm down, not show his anger, which he did in the end, in that little common good riddance, but wanted to know, or her to know, that she'd hopefully had the time of his life. It was written in 94, it also came out in 1997, same time as the previous song, but only got to number 11. Written several years before, I think in 1994, but it didn't fit into their taste. And if you listen to Green Day, it's not their usual song, so they liked it, but didn't like it in the new album, so they released it several years later. A song I now going to play, I think I'll play it to end a few of my shows, certainly did early on, as it reflected that sort of bar scenario, happy hour, and then the pub coming to its end. I suppose the school doors have closed, so in many ways, as Semisonic sang back in the day, it's closing time.
Closing time, open all the doors and let you out into the world. Closing time, turn all of the lights on over every boy and every girl. Closing time, one last call for alcohol, so finish your whiskey or beer. Closing time, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. I know who I want to take me home. I know who I want to take me home. I know who I want to take me home. Take me home. Places you will be from. Closing time, this room won't be open till your brothers or your sisters come. So gather up your jackets, move it to the exits. I hope you have found a friend. Closing time, from some other beginning's end. Yeah, I know who I want to take me home. I know who I want to take me home. I know who I want to take me home. Take me home. for you to go out to the places you will be from. I know who I want to take me home. I know who I want to take me home. I know who I want to take me home. Take me home. I know who I want to take me home. I know who I want to take me home. I know who I want to take me home. Take me home. Closing time. Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end.
This is 88.3 Southern FM, the sounds of the Bayside.
Sports Conscious at 50 Church Street, Brighton is the place to go for top quality sportswear from premium brands. Specialising in footwear and clothing that looks great when in the city, but also gives the desired performance when on the high trails. The Sports Conscious team provides knowledgeable advice and expert fitting. If you want to walk, run or hike in comfort and style, visit Sports Conscious at 50 Church Street, Brighton.
Southern FM sponsor.
It's Ian Healy, and I'm here to talk to you about back pain and Keyser. If you're one of the 80% of Australians who suffer from back pain, it's tempting to do nothing, but this can cause weaknesses down the road. The best place to start with back pain is exercise, and the best place to exercise is Keyser. Keyser's physios and Swiss-designed strength training equipment help you build strength in a supervised environment. I go to Keyser, and you can too.
Book at one of our 19 clinics across Victoria. Visit keyser.com.au.
Southern FM sponsor.
Sometimes life's issues catch up with you and you need to reach out for support to get your health back on track. Through consultation with your doctor, you can receive professional help now for drug, alcohol, mental health and IVF. Release My Super can assist you to redraw money from your superannuation to pay for drug and alcohol treatment, IVF and mental health services. Your life is valuable. Think, react and call Release My Super today on 1300 090 261 or visit releasemysuper.com.au. A proud station sponsor.
You might get a call one day. Someone from one of the smartest new industries in the world. They say they're ready to help you with online purchases, tax payments, or even banking. They're scammers. They catch so many of us off guard. If it really is your bank, they'll never ask for your bank account details by text or email, and they'll never threaten to immediately cancel your account or arrest you. If they do, stop and think, then delete or hang up. Australia's banks are here to protect you.
Hi, I'm Kate. Hi, and I'm Mandy. And we're two peas in a podcast. We're also mums of awesome twins with disabilities. The amazing thing about our podcast is the incredible community that it's created, and it's made us realise we're not alone. It's a place where everyone feels they belong. For tips on how you can create belonging for yourself and others, visit neighbourseveryday.org.
This is your community radio station, 88.3 Southern FM.
A very new block of sponsorship and community adverts there. I'm digesting them myself and hope they resonate. And there's some injury, there's how to get the money, how not to give your money away, and also focusing on some health issues as well. Yep, a good blend there. We're now looking at children, the young adults leaving school. And I know when I left school, I had dreams. I probably had a million of them. So let's get back to the music. And of course, we go with that Hugh Jackman musical with Ziff Zeifman and Michelle Williams also singing A Million Dreams.
I close my eyes and I can see a world that's waiting up for me, that I call my own. Through the dark, through the door, through where no one's but it feels like home. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say I've lost my mind. I don't care, so call me crazy. We can live in a world that we design. 'Cause every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. Oh, a million dreams for the world we're gonna make. There's a house we can build. Every room inside is filled with things from far away. Special things I compile, each one there to make you smile on a rainy day. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say we've lost our minds. I don't care if they call us crazy. Run away to a world that we design.
Every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. Oh, a million dreams for the world we're gonna make.
However big, however small, let me be part of it all. Share your dreams with me. You may be right, you may be wrong, but say that you'll bring me along to the world you see, to the world I close my eyes to see. I close my eyes to see.
Every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head.
A million dreams are keeping me.
A million dreams, a million dreams. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make.
For the world we're gonna make.
Yes, The Greatest Showman was the musical, of course, and there's a lot been said about that song, but one thing I didn't realise until I researched it for this week's show was Pink. She actually covered it for The Greatest Showman Reimagined, and she got various artists. And believe it or not, one of the people making their debut on a reprise of a mum's track was her daughter herself, Willow Sage Hart. Didn't go down as well as a musical. In fact, in the US, it only hit number 90 in the charts. And I think I've tried to hopefully keep this fresh and not look at it as a journey and time for people to grow up and move on. I remember the school days being the best days of my life, and I often reflect on them. So maybe the best song to end this segment on is Always Remember, or Always Stay, as Alphaville said, Forever Young.
in style, let's dance for a while. Heaven can wait, we're only watching the skies. Hoping for the best, but expecting the worst. Are you gonna drop the bomb or not? Let us die young or let us live forever. We don't have the power, but we never say never. Sitting in a sandpit, life is a short trip. The music's for the sad man. Can you imagine when this race is won? Turn our golden faces into the sun. Praising our leaders, we're getting in tune. The music's played by the madman. Forever young, I want to be forever young. Do you really want to live forever? Forever, never. Forever young, I want to be forever young. Do you really want to live forever? Forever young. Some are like water, some are like the heat. Some are a melody and some are the beat. Sooner or later they all will be gone. Why don't they stay young? It's so hard to get old without a cause. I don't want to perish like a fleeing horse. Youth like diamonds in the sun, and diamonds are forever. So many adventures couldn't happen today. So many songs we forgot to play. So many dreams swinging out of the blue. But let them come true. Forever young, I want to be forever young. Do you really want to live forever? Forever, never. Forever young, I want to be forever young. Do you really want to live forever? Forever, never. Forever young, I want to be forever young. Do you really want to live
This is 88.3 Southern FM, the sounds of the Bayside.
We move on to the interview, and again, we'll move away from human condition, shall we, for a change or financial advice. I think this next song will give a clue as what we're covering in the next 10-15 minutes.
move like cagey tigers? Oh, we couldn't get closer than this. The way we walk, the way we talk, the way we stalk, the way we kiss. We slip through the streets while everyone sleeps, getting bigger and sleeker and wider and brighter. We bite and scratch and scream all night. Let's go and throw all the songs we know into the sea. You and me, all the years that no one heard. I'll show you in spring, it's a treacherous thing. We miss you, kiss. Love cats. We miss love cats. So wonderfully, 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 wonderfully pretty. Oh, you know that I do anything for you. Oh, it's the grooviest thing, it's the perfect dream. Into the sea, you and me, all the years and no one heard. I'll show you in spring, it's a treacherous thing. We miss you, kiss the love kites. We miss you, kiss the love kites. We miss you, kiss the love kites.
Always forget that piano. That was for 33%, I would say, of the population. Those who love cats, of course. Today we're looking at a cure, and we'll discuss the other 33 or 66% shortly. And despite majority of Australians recognising that this single tick bite can lead to tick paralysis or even death in cats and dogs, the number of cases is climbing across the country. It's estimated that 10,000 dogs and cats will be presented to vets in the next 12 months. So therefore, leading vets are urging every dog and cat owner, that's 33%, and I guess you can work out the other 33 is those that don't love either a cat or dog, and I don't know many of those myself. So to avoid this expensive and sometimes heartbreaking trip to the vet, with me this morning I've got Dr. Martine Perkins. She's the senior veterinarian and owner of the Killara, my apologies, veterinary hospital. She's been there for 26 years and she's worked on small animal medicine, ultrasound, chemo and obviously cardiology. She's got a private practice both in the Sydney and in the UK, so likes to travel a bit obviously. Her free time spent with her husband and boys. My apologies. Her cat called Hugo and 2 dogs called Skippy and Duke. So she's obviously a cat and dog lover at home and a cat and dog lover at work. So let's get on with the questions now. You know a little bit about Martine. And first thing I'll ask is, Martine, can you provide an overview on what actually tick paralysis is?
Tick paralysis is a potentially fatal disease that can affect both dogs and cats, and it's caused by the paralysis tick. This paralysis tick is known as Ixodes holocyclus. What happens is the tick attaches to your pet and it feeds on their blood, and by doing so, it injects a small amount of saliva into the bloodstream of your pet. It's this saliva that contains a toxin that affects the connection between nerves and muscles of the body, and that results in weakness and ultimately paralysis. Not only does it affect the ability of your pet to stand or walk, but it also affects the muscles involved in swallowing and breathing, and it's this part of the disease that is actually life-threatening to our pet.
You've given an overview there, so thank you very much. And I think a lot of dog and cat owners think they know what tick paralysis is and how to avoid it, but the depth of your answer is yes, they don't. So can you just tell me what you believe some of the common misconceptions about tick paralysis actually are?
There are a few misconceptions about paralysis tick. One is that many people think that tick paralysis is only a spring or summer problem, but unfortunately we see cases of tick paralysis all year round. Another is that the tick should be killed before removing it. In actual fact, the tick should just be removed as quickly as possible, using either a tick twister or forceps or by freezing it. Symptoms of tick paralysis can also be delayed, and a lot of people don't realise this. So it's really important to still take your pet to be assessed by your veterinarian as a precaution if you've removed a paralysis tick off your pet, even if it isn't showing symptoms yet.
Very expansive and detailed. Thank you. Now, we haven't spoken before, but after a couple of questions, I break. Play a song, and then we'll come back and ask a couple more. And I started off with Love Cats, so I think just to redress the balance of cat and dog owners or lovers like yourself, let's hear Kate Bush with Hounds of Love.
It's in the trees. It's coming.
When I was a child, running in the night, afraid of what I might be, hiding in the dark, hiding in the street, and the world was full of enemy. The hounds of love are haunting. I've always been the coward.
You're listening to 88.3 Southern FM, the sounds of the Bayside.
Sports Conscious at 50 Church Street, Brighton is the place to go for top quality sportswear from premium brands. Specialising in footwear and clothing that looks great when in the city, but also gives the desired performance when on the high trails. The Sports Conscious team provides knowledgeable advice and expert fitting. If you want to walk, run or hike in comfort and style, visit Sports Conscious at 50 Church Street, Brighton.
Southern FM sponsor.
Brighton Nissan is your go-to car dealer based on the Pean Highway opposite Dendy Park. And as a sponsor of Southern FM, we guarantee to provide premium service and sales to our fellow Baysiders. Brighton Nissan is part of the local Astoria Brighton Auto Group. So take comfort dealing with a long-standing, multi-awarded business, giving you good value when buying and servicing your car, SUV or van. Come see us at Brighton Nissan, 801 Nepean Highway, LMCT 10901, looking after the locals.
Hi, it's Jeff Quirk from Titanium Financial. Are you looking to purchase a new home, or maybe you're looking to refinance your current property? We'll allow Titanium Financial to provide you with the best options to suit your individual needs. We specialise in providing clear and comprehensive information about the advantages and potential savings that are available in the home loan market. To help you find the best mortgage solution to suit your circumstances, visit titaniumfinancial.com.au or call us on 1300 79 69 72.
Southern FM sponsor.
Sadly, Australians are more vulnerable to cyber attacks than ever before. Do you know what you're risking online? There are simple steps you can take to change your online behaviours and minimise those risks. Just set up multi-factor authentication, install software updates regularly, and create strong and unique passphrases. That sound means it's time to learn simple steps to protect yourself online at actnowstaysecure.gov.au.
Authorised by the Australian Government, Canberra.
Hi, Steve Carr here, and each week I get your music heartbeat going with The Beat Goes On. Fridays from 2 to 4 p.m. right here on 88.3 Southern FM. I play a variety of songs based on a theme from all different genres and decades, and I talk about why I like them and the connection to the theme. It's all designed to connect you with the music and keep your beat going. So join me Fridays at 2 p.m. right here on 88.3 Southern FM for The Beat Goes On.
From Bayside, Melbourne, this is 88.3 Southern FM.
Welcome back, and I'm with Dr. Perkins, and we're discussing tick paralysis. And before that break there with Hounds of Love, we were discussing common misconceptions. I suppose let's redress the knowledge on that and just ask again, so what are the common symptoms of tick paralysis?
We probably all think of the common symptoms of tick paralysis in cats and dogs as being wobbly hind legs progressing to paralysis. But we also see a grunting sound or difficulty when breathing, or just some mild changes in their bark or meow. Some less common and unusual symptoms can occur as well, like local paralysis near the site of the bite. For instance, I had a little Dachshund patient once that was bitten near the eye, and that dog actually wasn't able to blink in that eye for 6 weeks after tick removal and tick treatment. So we had to keep that eye lubricated for the whole 6 weeks.
Sounds painful. Now, obviously, I don't know what that Dachshund owner could have done, but what steps could any owner take to prevent this then, tick paralysis?
If your pet does have a paralysis tick, best thing to do is to seek the attention of a veterinarian. However, if you do have experience in removing a paralysis tick with a tick twister, ensure that you get the entirety of that tick out without squeezing the body too much. And please remember to keep the tick in a container to show your vet. It's important to be aware that if you found one paralysis tick, chances are there could be additional ticks feeding on your pet. Pets can also vomit and then aspirate if they do get affected by the paralysis tick. And so this would then end up often in pneumonia and can be fatal. So we always like to tell people to make sure not to feed their pet until they've been assessed by their veterinarian and that they're in full recovery.
Thank you, Doctor. We've gone around and we've discussed a lot, but I suppose the last question, let's just wrap it up before I go to our final song. And can you explain in one answer then what the importance of tick prevention for cats and dogs really is?
Paralysis tick prevention is so important for our cats and dogs as they can actually kill our pets. It's important to do daily tick searching and removal of any ticks, particularly between August and February in our peak seasons. Although your vet will do everything that they can to save your pet, severe cases often result in days in the ICU, and still many of them can't be saved. This is not just a huge emotional toll on people and their families, but also a significant financial one. Now, with excellent and long-lasting tick prevention products like Bravecto, we can significantly reduce this risk. These modern products are just so effective and have significantly reduced the number of cases of tick paralysis that we see coming into our hospitals each year.
Well, that's, yes, full in detail, but I think, yeah, a good round-up answer. Thank you, Dr. Perkins. Have a wonderful weekend. I know it's not a long weekend for you, but it is for us. That was the Lady Vet. So
online all the time, 88.3 Southern FM.
Well, the time is about 10 to 11, and it's as we say, we thank legends, and I think in this case they definitely are, of people that passed away in this week in history, and 2 classic tracks to take up to the news. This is the week we said farewell to Andy Williams, so what else to play but Moon River? And also John Bonham from Led Zeppelin, so I'm not sure whether it'll be the Stairway to the News, but it'll be definitely Stairway to Heaven. I'll see you in a few minutes.
Moon River, wider than a mile, I'm crossing you in style someday. Oh, dream maker, you heartbreaker, wherever you're going, I'm going your way. Two drifters off to see the world. There's such a lot of world to see. We're after the same rainbow's end, waiting round the bend, my huckleberry friend. Moon River and me. Oh, dream maker, you heartbreaker, wherever you're going, I'm going your way. Two drifters off to see the world. There's such a lot of world to see. We're after that same rainbow's end, waiting round the bend, my huckleberry friend. Moon River and
Southern FM sponsor.
We like our music the same way we like our coffee, with a double shot.
There's a lady who's sure all that glitters is gold, and she's buying a stairway to heaven. When she gets there, she knows if the stores are all closed, with a word she can get what she came for. She's buying a stairway here. There's a sign on the wall, but she wants to be sure, 'cause you know sometimes words have two meanings.
There's a songbird who sings. Sometimes all of our thoughts are misgiven. There's a feeling I get when I look to the west, and my spirit is crying for leaving. In my thoughts I have seen rings of smoke through the trees, and the voices of those who stand up here. If we all call the tune, then the piper will lead us to reason, and a new day will dawn for those who stand long, and the forests will echo with laughter.
Bayside, Melbourne. This is 88.3 Southern FM.
We're at part 2, and we're going down the street this week, and there's a policeman, and he sees a roadside apple stand, and he says, apple seeds guaranteed to make you smarter. $20 a seed. $20. I said, not 10 or 20. That might have been the problem. So he stops and he pulls the vendor over, and he advises him that it's fraud to make absurd claims like such. And the farmer says, no, my apples are a special variety. They're a scientific miracle by just one seed. You will eat it and notice an increase in intelligence, and if not, I promise to refund you that $20. All right, says the police officer, but if this doesn't work, I'm going to shut your operation down. He hands over his $20, takes the seed, chews it up, and waits for it to kick in and take effect. After a few moments, the policeman says, you know, even if you're not lying, I could have bought a whole bag of your apples and had enough seeds to last me months. Oh yes, the farmer says, the intelligence is working already.
The sounds of the Bayside, 88.3 Southern FM.
It was just like a movie. It was just like a song. My God, this reminds me of when we were young.
Well, what appeared in this year that we're about to look at, listen to some tunes and find some news? Well, Facebook, they appeared for the first time this year, as did Twitter, and I think we covered that last week in an interview. A bit of movement also in online streaming channels. Google bought YouTube for $1.65 billion. And if you looked under the Christmas tree this year, it was that famous year of the Nintendo Wii. And why did people buy one of those? Because, according to Shakira, hips don't lie.
Ladies up in here tonight. No fighting. We got the refugees. No fighting. No fighting. Shakira.
I never really knew that she could dance like this.
Hey.
She make a man wanna speak Spanish. Como se llama? Bonita. Picasa.
Shakira.
Oh, baby, when you talk like that, you make a woman go mad. So be wise and keep on reading the signs of my body. I'm on tonight, you know my hips don't lie, and I'm starting to feel it's right. All the attraction, the tension. Don't you see, baby, this is perfection.
Hey girl, I can see your body moving, and it's driving me crazy. And I didn't have the slightest idea until I saw you dancing. And when you walk up on the dance floor, nobody can ignore the way you move your body, girl. And everything's so unexpected, the way you right and left it, so you could keep on shaking it.
Never really knew that she could dance like this. She make a man wanna speak Spanish. Como se llama? Bonita. Picasa.
Shakira.
Oh, baby, when you talk like that, you make a woman go mad. So be wise and keep on reading the signs of my body. I'm on tonight, you know my hips don't lie, and I'm starting to feel you, boy. Come on, let's go real slow. Don't you see, baby, I see it's perfect. Babe, I know I'm on tonight, my hips don't lie, and I'm starting to feel it's right. All the attraction, the tension. Don't you see, baby, this is perfection. Oh boy, I can see your body moving, half animal, half man. I don't really know what I'm doing, but just seem to have a plan. My will, self-restraint, have come to fail now. See, I'm doing what I can, but I can't, so you know that's a bit too hard to explain.
Dance like this. She make a man wanna speak Spanish. Como se llama? Bonita. Picasa.
Shakira.
Oh, baby, when you talk like that, you know you got me hypnotized. So be wise and keep on reading the signs of my body.
Señorita, feel so sexy, I am in fantasy. A refugee like me back with the Fugees from a third world country. I go back like when Pac carried crates for Humpty Hump. We lead a whole club dizzy. Why the CIA wanna watch? It's the Colombians and Haitians. I ain't guilty, it's a musical transaction. Boop, boop, zoop, no more do we snatch rope. Refugees run the seas cause we on our own boat.
I'm on tonight, my hips don't lie, and I'm starting to feel you, boy. Come on, let's go, real slow. Baby, like this is perfecto. Oh, you know I'm on tonight, my hips don't lie, and I'm starting to feel it's right. The attraction, the tension. Baby, like this is perfection.
No fighting, no fighting, no fighting,
no fighting.
Of course, Nintendo Wii wasn't just an aerobics exercise machine. You could sit on the sofa and move your wrist and think you were Rafa Nadal or Tiger Woods as well. But let's move on to the movies. I don't think I saw this one, but it did actually win an Oscar, and that was a movie called Crash. I have seen this one, though, and it's probably Australia's big hit as far as movies being produced were this year, and that was Happy Feet. On the smaller screen, Blue Heelers, well, they came to an end. And on walking onto us, or entering stage left, as they often do, Thank God You're Here. And in the charts was Snow Patrol.
We'll do it all, everything on our own. We don't need anything or anyone. If I lay here, if I just lay here, would you lie with me and just forget the world? I don't quite know how to say how I feel. Those 3 words are said too much. They're not enough. If I lay here, if I just lay here, would you lie with me and just forget the world? Forget what we're told before we get too old. Show me a garden that's bursting into life. Let's waste time chasing cars around our heads. If I lay here, if I just lay here, would you lie with me and just forget the world? Forget what we're told before we get too old. Show me a garden that's bursting into life. All that I am just lay here? Would you lie with me and just forget the world?
I remember this year well on the sporting field, and maybe you will too. It's when Sydney, and obviously being a football fan from the Northern Hemisphere, it's where he won the inaugural A-League Championship. Anthony Mundine and Danny Green, after all the talk, finally got into the ring together, the winner being Anthony Mundine. Delta Blues won the Melbourne Cup, and that great man and great cricketer Shane Warne, well, this is the year he announced his retirement from international cricket. And Nars Barkley, well, he was in the charts going a little, what should we say, crazy?
I remember when I lost my mind. There was something so pleasant about that place. Even your emotions have an echo in so much space. And when you're out there without care, yeah, I was out of touch. But it wasn't because I didn't know enough. I just knew too much. Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Possibly. And I hope that you are having the time of your life. But think twice. That's my only advice. Come on now, who do you think you are? Bless your soul. You really think you're in control? Well, I think you're crazy. I think you're crazy. I think you're crazy, just like me. My heroes had the heart to live the lives I wanna live, and all I remember is thinking I wanna be like them. Ever since I was little, it looked like fun. If there's no coincidence, I've come, and I can die when I'm done. But maybe I'm crazy. Maybe you're crazy. Maybe we're crazy. Probably.
Sports Conscious at 50 Church Street, Brighton is the place to go for top quality sportswear from premium brands. Specialising in footwear and clothing that looks great when in the city, but also gives the desired performance when on the high trails. The Sports Conscious team provides knowledgeable advice and expert fitting. If you want to walk, run or hike in comfort and style, visit Sports Conscious at 50 Church Street, Brighton.
Southern FM sponsor.
Hi, I'm Nick Tebby, National Executive Officer for Relationships Australia. Positive, respectful relationships are an important part of our mental well-being. Connecting with those around us can help us feel more resilient, less lonely, and more likely to feel a greater sense of belonging. And it feels good to belong. For tips on how to create belonging in your community, just visit neighbourseveryday.org.
If you've had something stolen,
or if you've had property damaged, you need the police, not the sirens. If you've lost something or found something valuable,
or if you want to register a party or let us know you're going away on holiday, you need the police, not the sirens.
When you need the police but not the sirens, you can now report these incidents online at police.vic.gov.au or call 131 444.
Authorised by the Victorian Government, Melbourne.
If you've got Friday on your mind, what better way to end the working week than joining me, Craig Francis, every Friday on 88.3 Southern FM. Every week we bring you interviews with fascinating guests from the world of music, sport, the arts, charity, politics, everything going on in the world, together with regular segments on film, sport, travel, weird and wonderful Guinness Book of Records, and some very dumb ways to die. Friday on my mind, 4pm to 6pm every Friday.
On FM and online 24/7.
This is Southern FM, the sounds of the Bayside.
Yes, we are here again after those ads, and we're looking at world news. And this is when Pluto, it was downgraded from a planet to a dwarf planet. Well, in all sense, still a planet. I won't mention the names, it doesn't deserve the air, certainly the gentleman, but an Austrian girl, she escaped her kidnapper's house after 8 years. A memorable case. The Iraqi dictator Saddam Hussein, he was executed in this year. And Scotland's in the week for taking on the Commonwealth Games. So what happened in this year? Well, they discovered they actually had a breakout of bird flu. So probably a good idea that we play Frey, How to Save a Life.
Step one, you say we need to talk. He walks, you say sit down, it's just talk. He smiles politely back at you. You stare politely right on through some sort of window to your right. As he goes left and you stay right between the lines, fear and blame. You begin to wonder why you came. Where did I go wrong? I lost a friend somewhere alone in the bitterness, and I put out stayed up with you all night. And I know how to save a life. Let him know that you know best, 'cause after all you do know best. Try to slip past his defense without granting innocence. Lay down a list of what is wrong, the things you told him all along. Pray to God he hears you, and pray to God he hears you. And where did I go wrong? I lost a friend somewhere alone in the bitterness, and I put out stayed up with you all night. And I know how to save a life. 'Cause he begins to raise his voice, you lower yours and grant him one last choice. Drive until you lose the road, a break with the ones you follow. He will do one of two things. He will admit to everything, or he'll say he's just not the same. And you'll begin to wonder why you came. Where did I go wrong? I lost a friend somewhere along in the bitterness, and I put out stayed up with you all night. And I know how to save a life. Where did I go wrong? I lost a friend somewhere along in the bitterness, and I put
his own with a good drum beat there. Okay, we've got there to the Aussie news, so the sort of final set of headlines for you. It's when My Department Store, well, they sold themselves off for $1.4 billion. Australian soldiers, they were redeployed to East Timor. And we lost two Aussie icons this year. We lost Steve Irwin. He died in an accident when he was struck in the heart by a stingray barb. And Peter Brock, famous for car driving, in particular the Mount Panorama race in October. He crashed, unfortunately, when his car skidded off and bumped into a tree. And the last track is Kooks, She Moves in Her Own Way.
So at my show on Monday, I was hoping someday you'd be on your way to better things. It's not about your makeup or how you try to shape up to these tiresome paper dreams. Paper dreams, honey. So now you pour your heart out, you're telling me you're far out, not about to lie down for your cause. But you don't pull my strings, cause I'm a better man, moving on to better things. But I love her because she moves in her own way. But she came to my show just to hear about my day. And at a show on Tuesday, she was in her mindset, tempered furs and spangled boots. Looks are deceiving, make me believe it, and these tiresome paper dreams. Paper dreams, honey, yeah. So won't you go far, tell them you're a keeper, not about to lie down for your cause. And you don't pull my strings, cause I'm a better man, moving on to better things. But I love her because she moves in her own way. But she came to my show just to hear about my day. Yes, I wish I would ever make it through all the summers. Kept them up instead of kicking us back down to the surface. Yes, I wish I would ever make it through all the summers. Kept them up instead of kicking us back down to the surface. I love her because she moves in her own way. But she came to my show just to hear about my day. I love her because she moves in her own way. She came to my show just to hear about my day.
They were some of the facts and a few of the tracks from 2006.
If you feel qualified enough to debate why the 90s were the golden era of music, despite being born in the noughties, then you can ask a friend, are you okay? No qualifications needed. Visit areyouok.org.au.
From Bayside, Melbourne, this is 88.3 Southern FM.
A couple of weeks ago, this family, I suppose, were in the news about getting back together and touring the UK. And who knows, maybe next November, even popping over to see us here in Melbourne. But the reason he gets mentioned this week is it is Liam's birthday, so happy birthday, Liam. I usually play the same 2 or 3 songs. I don't think I've played this one for a while, if at all. So here is Oasis and Live Forever. Oh, yeah.
Maybe I don't really wanna know how you got and grew
I just wanna fly. Lately, did you ever feel the pain in the morning rain as it soaks you to the bone? Maybe I just wanna fly, wanna live but don't wanna die. Maybe I just wanna breathe, maybe I just don't believe. Maybe you're the same as me, we see things I'll never see. You and I are gonna live forever. I said maybe, I don't really wanna know how you got it grows, 'cause I just wanna fly. Lately, did you ever feel the pain in the morning rain as it soaks you to the bone? Maybe I will never be all the things that I wanna be. Now is not the time to cry, now's the time to find out why. I think you're the same as me, we see things I'll never see. You and I are gonna live forever. I don't really wanna know how you got it grows, 'cause I just wanna fly. Lately, did you ever feel the pain in the morning rain as it soaks you to the bone? Maybe I just wanna fly, wanna live but don't wanna die. Maybe I just wanna breathe, maybe I just don't believe. Maybe you're the same as me, we see things I'll never see. You and I are gonna live forever. Gonna live forever. Gonna live forever. We're gonna live forever. Gonna live forever. Gonna live forever. Gonna live forever.
Who knows? Let's wait and see if they do turn up. One guy that turned up several times in Australia actually, no longer with us. It's happy birthday Leonard Cohen. And if by mentioning the name the song represents itself, I suppose, of course, here's Alleluia.
Now I've heard there was a secret chord that David played and it pleased the Lord. But you don't really care for music, do you? It goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall. I don't even know the name, but if I did, well really, what's it to you? There's a blaze of light in every word. It doesn't matter which you heard, the holy or the broken. Hallelujah. So I tried to touch. I've told the truth. I didn't come to fool you. And even though it all went wrong, I'll stand before the Lord of Song with nothing on my tongue but hallelujah.
Sports Conscious at 50 Church Street, Brighton is the place to go for top quality sportswear from premium brands. Specialising in footwear and clothing that looks great when in the city, but also gives the desired performance when on the high trails. The Sports Conscious team provides knowledgeable advice and expert fitting. If you want to walk, run or hike in comfort and style, visit Sports Conscious at 50 Church Street, Brighton.
Southern FM sponsor.
It's Ian Healy, and I'm here to talk to you about back pain and Keyser. If you're one of the 80% of Australians who suffer from back pain, it's tempting to do nothing, but this can cause weaknesses down the road. The best place to start with back pain is exercise, and the best place to exercise is Keyser. Keyser's physios and Swiss-designed strength training equipment help you build strength in a supervised environment. I go to Keyser, and you can too.
Book at one of our 19 clinics across Victoria. Visit keyser.com.au.
Southern FM sponsor.
Every Saturday morning from 10 until noon, you can hear all the latest Australian releases on the all-new Saturday Osmosis. Interviews with the artists and live studio performances. All new, all Australian, all genres, all good. All new Saturday Osmosis. Every Saturday morning from 10 until noon.
Every Sunday here on Southern FM, Dennis and Ewan resume their search for the best song ever written. Tune in for an eclectic mix of pop, blues, jazz, scratch and ska. All sorts as long as it's great music. Get the backstory. Who played that glockenspiel? What the hell instrument made that sound? And who sang those doo-wahs? Hop into your Sunday lunch with Dennis and Ewan every Sunday from midday till 2 p.m.
Chicken fajita, hummus and pita, ravioli, guacamole. What else? Homemade cupcake, milkshake, herb.
On FM and online 24/7.
This is Southern FM, the sounds of the Bayside.
Our last ads break of the show, so that probably does mean there's about 15-20 minutes to go. So let's keep going. And another birthday we're celebrating this week is David Coverdale. He's from Whitesnake. And I suppose a question people ask often. He's asking in this song, is this love?
you go alone. It's times like these can't make it on my own. Wasted days and sleepless nights, and I can't wait to see you again. I finally spend my time waiting on your call. How can I tell you, babe, my back's against the wall. I need you by my side, tell me it's alright, 'cause I don't think I can take anymore. Is this love that I'm feeling? Is this the love that I've been searching for? Is this love, or am I dreaming? This must be love, 'cause it's really got a hold on me. Hold on me. Can't stop the feeling, I've been this way before, but with you I've found the key to open any door. I can feel my love for you growing stronger day by day, and I can't wait to see you again, so I can hold you in my arms. Is this love that I'm feeling? Is this the love that I've been searching for? Is this love, or am I dreaming? This must be love, 'cause it's really got a hold on me. Hold on me. Is this love that I'm feeling? Is this the love that I've been searching for? Is this love, or am I dreaming? Is this the love that I've been searching for? Is this love, or am I dreaming? Is this the love that I've been searching for? Is this love, or am I dreaming? Is this the love that I've been searching for? Is this love, or am I dreaming? Is this the love that I've been searching for? Is this love, or am I dreaming? Is this the love that I've been searching for?
Well, I suppose there's a slight link to the next song as well, because I suppose if it was love, then maybe part of the time will be spent, to use a euphemism, dancing in the dark. So why don't we play that now, because this week it's also the boss's birthday. Yes, Mr. Bruce Springsteen himself.
I get up in the evening and I ain't got nothing to say. I come home in the morning, I go to bed feeling the same way. I ain't nothing but tired. Man, I'm just tired and bored with myself. Hey there, baby, I could use just a little help. You can't start a fire messages keep getting clearer. Radio's on and I'm moving round the place. I check my look in the mirror. Wanna change my clothes, my hair, my face, and I ain't getting nowhere. I'm just living in a dump like this. There's something happening somewhere. Baby, I just know that this. You can't start a fire. You can't start a fire without a spark. This gun's for hire. Even if we're just dancing in the dark. There's a joke, here's some wine, it's on me. I shake this world off my shoulders. Come on, baby, the laughs on me. Stay on the streets of this town, and they'll be carving you up alright. You say you gotta stay hungry. Hey, baby, I'm just about starting tonight. I'm dying for some action. I'm sick of sitting around here trying to write this book. I need a love reaction. Come on, baby, give me just one look. You can't start a fire sitting around crying over a broken heart. This gun's for hire. Even if we're just dancing in the dark, you can't start a fire. Worried about your little world falling apart. This gun's for hire. Even if we're just dancing in the dark. 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 Hey, baby.
Now, as you know, I like an artist with a funny name, and we had Johnny Fingers, didn't we, the other week from the Boomtown Rats? Well, you know, I like a drummer. I think I'll combine the two then. There's a drummer for Aswad called Drummy Zeb, and like a couple of the songs we played this week, if you mention the name, the song just appears. So, of course, don't turn around.
I'm
Well, it's gone 5 to 12, so thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of the public holiday. Stay tuned. We've got some music, some recordings, some live, but it's great music, great chat and some great insight. Of course, take you home in the evening, then you can start the long weekend, and whether it's go the Swannies, go the Bloods, go the Brisbane Lions, go the Fitzroy Lions, or maybe you'll just sit at the back of the bar and just watch a great game of footy. The finals is delivered. Let's hope the grand final does the same. But from me, as always, stay safe, keep healthy, and whenever possible, please, please be kind. I will be here next week. I hope you can be there too. We started this second hour of the show with When We Were Young. If we're in 2006, why don't we end this part with When You Were Young by The Killers. Bye for now.
Your feet every once and